Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make my beef and mushroom cheeseburgers. Really interesting and easy to do, and a lot of fun. Alright, enough of that, let's get on with it. Alright, I'm going to make up a sauce. So here I've got some Kewpie mayo. I'm going to add in a good couple of tablespoons worth of that into a bowl. Alright, probably about 4 tablespoons worth. Alright, that goes in. I'm going to give that a nice bit of splash of some cider vinegar, about a teaspoon or so, about a teaspoon's worth of smoked paprika, okay, and about a teaspoon's worth of Dijon mustard. Give all of that a good stir, just like that, to get everything combined, and that's going to be our dressing for our slaw. Now, I'm going to cheat here. I'm just going to buy a pre-packaged slaw from my local supermarket. I'm going to add in about sort of 150 to 200 grams worth of that in there. Alright, we don't need a whole heap. I'm making 2 burgers for this particular recipe, so if you're making more burgers, just make as much slaw as required and double or triple the quantity of your dressing. Right, once again, get all that dressing incorporated into the slaw, and it's going to give us a really nice crunch to our burgers. And make sure you just give it a little dash of salt as well. That'll help soften up some of that slaw just a little bit. Right, once again, just incorporate all that salt through, just like that. Alright, let's get on with the main ingredient. We're going to get some nice big mushrooms. Look, I was after portobellos, I couldn't find them at the time, so I'm just going to use some nice big flat white caps. We're going to cut these up nice and thick, right? Not too thin, just nice and thick like that. It's going to give us a little bit of integrity to our mushrooms. Right, just put those aside into a bowl. I've used about 4 big mushrooms for this one, 500 grams worth of beef mince, right, about an 80-20 type blend, right, and I'm going to add in just a little bit of beef bouillon powder, right, just about a tablespoon's worth, and that's just going to give us an even beefier sort of flavour. It's also going to give us quite a nice seasoning. A little bit of black and white pepper that can go in, right. Pretty simple sort of burger, this one. And now we're ready to make our burgers. Now I'm going to use a burger press. You pick these things up anywhere from $10 and upwards. Little bit of oven paper. I'm just going to give that a scrunch and put that in the bottom, and I'm going to sort of make my beef mix into 4 equal portions. So just put that in there just like that, put the top on, and we can go smashy with the top, and these will make completely evenly sized burgers all the way through. Alright, just make sure you get all that meat going towards the outside. Going a little bit different this time with our burgers. Right, there's our first burger. We can put that aside. It is even in size all the way through. So all we have to do now is just continue along with the rest of our beef mince mixture. It doesn't take very long at all, but we will end up with a really nice burger. These little kits, as I said, about $10. I actually bought mine from Bunnings, believe it or not. For you people overseas, Bunnings is a really big hardware chain over here that sells just about everything. And the beautiful thing is too, that top bit you can actually use to make smash burgers if you want to. Alright, so just keep making up your burgers like that. They can be beautiful, even sized, and if you want you could even freeze those and have them ready to go at a later date. Alright, so just keep going along as I said, right, just like that. Pretty simple to do. Alright, I'm not going to use the barbecue today. It's not really nice weather out, so I'm just going to get a nice big fry pan, dry fry pan to start with. I've got some nice potato rolls, right, they're already sort of sliced through the center, and I'm just going to toast those up. Right, next step is to start cooking off our mushrooms. Right, once again, dry pan, no need for any oil because the mushrooms will soak up that oil. We just want to release the natural flavors of the mushroom itself. Right, so just cook those off. It could take about 7 minutes or so. Right, and as I said, you can do this on the barbecue as well. Right, so I've left them one side. Now it's time to just give them a flip, and we'll get the other side cooked off. And as I said, about 7, maybe 8 minutes or so, and the smell coming out of that pan at the moment is amazing, believe it or not. Right, so just make sure we keep getting those mushrooms all evenly cooked. Time to take those off. Right, put those back into that bowl that we just had, and just cover them and keep them in a spot where they'll just keep nice and warm. Right, we don't need them screaming hot on our burger. Right, so little bit of oil this time around, because now it's time to cook our magical burgers. Right, so just simply put your burgers down. As you can see, using the paper, it's a really easy way to transfer them from a plate or a tray straight onto the barbecue or into your pan. Right, so just cook those off. Now you cook your burger the way you want them. If you like it medium rare, cook it medium rare. If you like it really well done, well, just cook them a little bit longer. I'm not going to leave these very long. I do like my burgers a little juicier and a little bit on the medium rare side. Right, so just get a bit of colour, just like that, and give them a flip. Right, and these are going to take about 5 to 6 minutes or so. A little bit of cheese on top, just cover that with a cloth just to help them melt down a little bit. I'm just using some really nice sliced tasty cheese on this. We can take our burgers off and we're ready to start assembling. Alright, as I said, I'm only making 2 complete burgers. I've made 4 patties. They will go great on a piece of toast the next day for lunch. Alright, now it's time to start plating up. We're going to put our heel of our bun down. As you can see, beautifully toasted. We're going to put in that slaw that we made up at the beginning of the video. That can go straight down just like that. Okay, and put our burger with our cheese on there. That can go next. Alright, I'm already getting hungry narrating this. We're going to start arranging our mushrooms on top, just like that. Okay, oh, this is so good. And if you wanted to add a pickle or two, you can, but this burger already has enough flavour as it is. I'm going to put a little skewer in there just to make sure it doesn't fall apart, and you can serve this up with whatever side you like. I'm going to go with some nice fries. Love to see you try and make this one at home. Really easy, really tasty. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button, gives me confidence to make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. Please leave a comment. Love reading and love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn more burger recipes just like this one, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss one of my videos again. I've already eaten this beef and mushroom cheeseburger and it tastes amazing. Can't wait to make it another time soon. Anyway, bye. We'll catch you next time.